amazing Monday, and hopefully you enjoyed your time with your mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all of the moms that are listening, all the moms that are watching. My name is Miss Kia Lee, full-time real estate investor based out of the Atlanta, Georgia area, real estate entrepreneur, author, and host of Keys to Success show. And today it is my absolute pleasure to welcome to the show Miss Amanda Christina. She is a business consultant, real estate investor, super mom, and just all around amazing young lady. Amanda, if you would take a moment and just introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hi, everybody. Like Miss Lee said, my name is Amanda Christina. I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I have a real estate investing company, a virtual assisting company named Pocket Assistants, and I also have a t-shirt business / craft business. I have a lot going on. I'm very busy, but my team and I make it happen, and I'm so honored to be here today. Thank you for having me, Miss Lee.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so excited to have you on the show. So, of course, as the viewers know, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we go live with local business professionals to discuss some of their keys to success in their business. So, of course, that's only right. You know, Amanda, thank you so much for taking time out of your afternoon, your busy afternoon, because I know you're super busy with everything that you've got going on, to jump on the show today and just kind of go over some of your keys to success in business. So I want to start off with, you said you have a pocket assistant and all of that. What made you get into entrepreneurship? Tell us a little bit about who Amanda is. Before we get into that, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I have actually had an entrepreneurial spirit for as long as I can remember. I was raised by business people, so it's in me. In 2017, I decided to go full-time after some health challenges required me pretty much to go full-time. So I've hit the ground running since then, and it's been nonstop. It's been absolutely amazing.
Wow, phenomenal. So leading up to 2017, have you always been an entrepreneur? And if not, what kind of guided you in that direction of entrepreneurship?
So I always have had a side hustle, if you will, right?
Okay.
So even when I was in corporate America, I had my virtual assisting on the side. I had real estate on the side. I had a staffing agency on the side. So, of course, like I said, when 2017 happened, I just decided to take it from being on the side and make it the main thing, take it to completely full time.
Right.
I've been following kind of an entrepreneurial path, whether it be full-time or part-time, since about 2009, 2010, right, somewhere in there. So it's been a while.
Okay. And so 2009, 2010, you decided to, and you said you've always had that entrepreneurial spirit. Tell us a little bit about what exactly, did you decide to just start a pocket assistant, or what exactly transpired that you were like, okay, it's time to get out of corporate America and take on my own route of just following my dreams and my passions? What made you kind of do that?
Well, it wasn't really necessarily a choice. It was a choice to take the route, but I had no choice at the time, if you will. I had a medical scare at the time. I started having seizures out of nowhere. We figured out why, but of course, it took me out of being in corporate America.
Wow.
So I still had to make ends meet. I have 3 kids. I still have to provide for them. I have things that I like to do.
Right.
So I decided to take all of the skills that I had learned over the years between my side hustles and trainings that I've taken and working in corporate America and develop Pocket Assistants. So at the time, I was a full-time virtual assistant. I had attorneys as clients, bloggers as clients, public relations specialists. I had various clients that I was working with. And since then, I've scaled the business to now where I have I have assistants that now work for the clients. So that's how I started Pocket Assistants, and that's kind of been the journey, if you will, in a nutshell.
Wow, I love it. Now, I know for my company, and a few of my businesses, we have partnered up with Pocket Assistants, and you guys have been phenomenal when it comes to just making sure we get things done. I mean, with your brand and with your company, you guys deal with, different types of, like you were saying, different types of businesses. It doesn't necessarily have to be, corporate or real estate related. You can involve with several different types of businesses.
Correct, because we have a wide array of people that we work with anyway that are from different across different industries. So we may have an attorney client, and I may have an assistant that can service that attorney client. We have a real estate client. I have assistants that can service the real estate clients. It may be somebody I had a client one time that was actually, his whole business was around the survivalist and prepping and all of that. And we were able to service him because all he wanted was somebody to just manage spreadsheets. So, it's just, we can service any type of client. It's not, industry specific.
Wow. And so what made you think, I know you briefly discussed it, but what kind of made you think pocket assistant, like virtual assistant business? What gave you that aha that's like, yeah, this is something I definitely need to start. I see a need here.
So, like I said, in my corporate experience, I took mainly my corporate experience. I was always a project manager, a program coordinator, an office manager, executive assistant, that type of thing.
Right.
So from those skills, it was only natural to start offering those skills on a freelance basis. But as I decided to go less as a freelancer and more into the business route, I started thinking, well, what kind of a name? Like, I don't want to be a virtual assistant. I don't want to be called a personal assistant. I don't know what to call myself.
Right.
And I said to one of my friends one day, I said, I just need somebody in my back pocket. And she said, there you go. Pocket assistants. That you have an assistant that's always in your pocket.
I love it.
That's how we came up with the name.
Wow. That is a great concept. So from pocket assistants, which is absolutely a phenomenal business. And for any of our viewers who are interested in having your services, what is the best way for them to get in contact with you?
So I am easily reached by email or by phone. We do have social media handles, Ms. Lee. I'll give you all of the handles and websites, and you can post it in the bio if you'd like to.
Okay.
But by phone, easy number 678-753-6172. By email, it's pocketassistanceva@gmail.com is the general email box that we would love to service you from.
Awesome. Well, I mean, so that's fantastic. So you have pocket assistants, but you also said you're a real estate investor and you have a women's organization that you're involved in as well. I mean,
correct.
Is it juggling everything and being a mom?
And my craft business.
Huh?
So I said, and my t-shirt craft business.
Exactly. Amanda has designed a lot of like the billionaire businesswoman shirts. I mean, a lot of our branding shirts, Amanda's pocket assistant and her branding t-shirt business is behind a lot of our designs, and they're phenomenal. We have them washed, we have them dry cleaned, and the quality is amazing. I mean, it lasts. So like with doing all of that, what are some of your keys to success in just juggling multiple different types of businesses?
One of my main key to success is my spirituality, right? There's no way if I didn't level myself with God on a day-to-day basis that I would be able to do anything. If I would get into my head and I would, perfection paralysis, if you will, like, you just freeze when you can't get it the way you want it to be. So I take my time every day and I convene with God in the morning and I asked him to help me through my day, guide me through my day. And I literally believe in that. I believe that spirituality and law of attraction and prayer and meditation and everything is what keeps myself having such a sane mind and a level head in order to be able to juggle everything that I have going on and not lose my mind. Super important. So I used to drop a lot of balls. If we want to be honest, I used to take on too much. And I had to find a way. And that was my main way. And then on top of that, I have, my planner that my planner is my best friend. So, my planner, I have my calendar. I have a wonderful assistant. Like, that's how I keep things going. Delegation.
I'm super excited. And your company just helped me with finding a new assistant, thank God. So we're really excited about getting my new assistant on board. But so faith and spirituality is one of your keys to success. What would you say is another key to just really being able to maintain multiple different businesses as well?
Time management. So I'm really big about, like I said, using my planner and blocking out my calendar. Like, I literally have my sleep blocked on my calendar. So I have everything. My calendar is the only way that I'm able to function, if you will, as far as on this side, you know. So I have to block out so many hours for my craft business, so many hours for my personal assistant, virtual assisting business, so many hours for real estate. I have certain days of the week where I only work on certain businesses, you know, and I have an assistant that helps me on the back end of things as well. So that's another major key to success to keep it going. And then I have people like you that I mastermind with.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. And masterminding is so powerful with people, with like-minded business professionals. And it is, you know, absolutely priceless for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
So now with your calendar, would you, if someone wanted assistance with managing their calendar, what are some of the tools that you would say is best for them? Would you just say use a regular calendar, like a Google Calendar? What kind of things help you with that time management and blocking? Because to block your sleep, that's pretty amazing stuff.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. So I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar is wonderful. I don't have glitches with Google Calendar. I don't need all that fancy stuff. I have everything color coded, and I get my alerts as needed directly to my phone from Google Calendar. That's the most efficient calendar that I have found.
Wow.
Let me see. I'm going
That's
to see
phenomenal.
if I can. Yeah. If you're a pen and paper type of person, like me, I still do pen and paper. I love pen and paper. It helps me feel like I'm making a connection and getting things done by getting it out of my mind. But you still need a digital calendar. There's so many people that are pen and paper, but still a digital calendar is going to be ideal.
Yeah, I agree 110%. So the calendar, your faith, and just that drive and creating masterminds and things like that.
Absolutely.
What else are, you know, when it comes to being a mom, because you're also a mother in business as well, what is some of the advice that you would give to other moms who are looking to, who may be in the corporate America, who are thinking about transitioning into being an entrepreneur, especially with everything that's happening in the world today? You have the coronavirus going on. So a lot of people are home. You know, what are some of the advice you would give to another mom as far as, you know, how to transition into entrepreneurship as a mom?
So one of the biggest challenges that I've noticed that a lot of moms that are, especially the ones that are in corporate America, face when it comes to wanting to start a business and having kids is they feel like if they are in corporate America and then they come home and work a business, they're not going to have time for their kids, right? So my recommendation is to, like with my craft business, I have brought my kids into my business. So not only am I spending time with the kids, but they're also learning a trade that they can use later on. Like my oldest wants to make shirts and hustle them to his friends, which is perfect. Make your money and we're spending time and you're learning a skill. So incorporate your kids into your business. That way, you know, you're building a skill for them. You're going to eventually build that generational wealth, and you're not missing out on time and making memories with your kids. You know, it may change from running to the park, and it may change from, you know, hanging out watching movies to hanging out building a business, but you're still spending time and making memories. Like that's the biggest. I wouldn't say don't do it. I would just say, again, pivot into a way that you can make it work for you, which is bring your kids into it. Then like for parents with little kids, I have a 4-year-old. He's incorporated into my business, my craft business, mainly because I say, hey, Mally, I need red vinyl. Where's the red vinyl? And he goes and he finds the red vinyl and he brings it back and he helps me cut it, you know, whatever needs to be done. But that's how they're incorporated in that. And from 11 to 4, 12 to 4, they're in it with me. So there's no disconnect. So that's
to just really involve children in that and give them life skills as well. So that is profound, and they get to see you actively doing the business. So then it gives them that understanding, more clarity as to why, you know, what mom's doing and how important it is to fulfill orders and things like that as well.
right.
That is amazing stuff. Really amazing.
They go out with me on deliveries and they'll take it up to the customers. They're incorporated.
What's next for you? You have so much going on, so many amazing things that you have that you're working on. What are some of the things things that you'd like to share with the viewers as far as your, what they can see and expect from you?
So even though 2020 has taken an interesting turn for a lot of people, me included, I am still going to be producing some amazing things. So I'm working on a virtual summit. I have a book coming out. I have a coloring book coming out for women and business women. And it's just, I have so many things coming down the pipeline, if you will. So I'm so excited.
Right.
I have courses.
Yeah.
I have.
2020
Go ahead.
Right. 2020 has been such a interesting year because it started out, everybody's like ramped. It's, the vision of 2020, and then coronavirus really set in. And, how has that, with all of the amazing things that you have going on, how is that, what has that done for you as far as like the clarity of things? Has it been a real positive impact, the coronavirus, on your business and on your life?
Yes, it has. I actually was telling my mom yesterday, I get it. Coronavirus has been horrible for a lot of people. There have been a lot of lives lost, all of that. But I see it as a blessing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Coronavirus actually has been a blessing for a lot of people. This is probably unpopular opinion, but it is what it is. This has given people time to. Say that again?
No, I was saying it's been a blessing for me as well. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. It's given me time to kind of stop and refocus. I'm not running as much as I used to run, as far as like running my kids to school, running here, running there, doing this. I'm not doing that. I have time to kind of spend with them. I'm more involved when it comes to their schoolwork. I'm hearing and understanding and having more conversations with them, and I'm able to have a greater impact on their lives because they're spending more time with me. As far as my business, because everything has slowed down, I've been able to come up with more innovative ideas on how to do things. I've been more productive. My businesses have actually picked up. So it's been a blessing for me.
That's amazing. Yeah. A lot of times, especially now, I guess it's already how you view the situation. People could get consumed in the news and everything that's happening, or they could focus more inward and say, how can this event benefit me? And how can I make a difference in the world with what's happening? And so it seems like you've done that. You've taken, a lemon and made lemonade. It seems like it has been, it's, of course, like you said, families have been affected, unfortunately, but you still have to, make a living and provide for your family, and you have a vision for your future. So just focusing in on that and really making the best of it has really, worked out for you.
It has. And, I tell people all the time that my schedule didn't change a whole lot, as far as, because I was home anyway. I was working from home anyway. The only difference was my kids are home every day, and I've used that as an opportunity. But not only that, I tell people all the time that I'm the queen of having stuff thrown your way to throw you off your game. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's this, I don't know what it's called, but how the basketball players, they move, or, to avoid certain, whatever. I'm not a sports queen, but you know where I'm going with this. I'm the queen of that. That can be thrown my way has been thrown my way. And this was just another thing. But in this situation, I used it as another stepping stone. You see what I'm saying? Just like I've used the mistakes and situations in the past as stepping stones, this is just another one for me. So I can't see the negative side of coronavirus. I've helped people in this season. I've helped people with their businesses. I have, helped myself. And it's just, I'm thankful.
Wow. Yeah, it's important. And I guess it's all in how you view a certain situation to make it, make it better and to learn from it and to grow from the situation, for sure. Wow, that's pretty amazing. So, with real estate, the businesses and all the new things that you have coming out, I want to just thank you for taking time out of your afternoon, because like you said, you're busy and you have a lot of things thrown your way. I want to thank you for just taking the time to share some of your keys to success with our viewers and to discuss some of the amazing things that you, Miss Amanda Christina, have going on, because it's helpful, and it matters that when you can give back and help others and share some of those successes, you never know who's listening, and you never
That
know
is true.
whose life you may be impacting. Maybe a mom as well of 3 children or 5 children, and trying to figure out, now what do I do? Coronavirus is going on. How do I start a business? All of those things. To
Right.
a mother who may be, sitting at home and have all of those things going on, and I know you said incorporate the children, but is there any other keys to success that you would say, if she's going like feeling down or any sort of thing right now, what are some of the things that you would advise somebody going through something like that?
So I would tell her progress, not perfection, right? Don't beat yourself up. And because things aren't going exactly the way you want them to be at the moment, take a little step every single day and you'll get to where you're trying to go. I'll tell her to brain dump, take everything out of her mind, put it on paper, and then categorize it. Who can I send this out to help me with? How can I, is this something I have to do right now? Can I do it later? It'll help her gain clarity of mind. I will tell her to take some time and meditate
Right.
and focus inward so that she doesn't have, if she operates in overwhelming anxiety, she's not going to get ahead anyway. So you might as well take a step back,
Right.
meditate, go inward, and then produce your great work because it's in you. So they have to remember they were called. If it's in them and they can't stop thinking about it, that means they were called for such a time as this. So they need to walk in it, but they need to be strategic as they walk in it. That's my biggest advice.
Right. Yeah, that's powerful. Great advice, Amanda. That is phenomenal advice because a lot of women, a lot of people want to, do and achieve certain goals, but at times it does feel like it's a bit overwhelming, and it's like, okay, how do I do it? So that is amazing advice that you gave, and I appreciate that, and I receive it as well as a businesswoman and a mother. It's just important to kind of have that time and that perspective of things.
Right.
Well, is
If
there
all
any
else
last
fails,
words
send the
before
kids
we
to the
end this?
next room to play.
Say that again.
If all else fails, send the kids to the next room
I'm
to
sorry.
play. I said, if all else fails, send the kids
Exactly.
to the next room to play. Lock yourself in the bathroom. We have those moments.
Exactly. Yeah, and always have someone that you can, like you were saying earlier, that mastermind, that someone that
Right.
you can converse with that helps to speak life in your business. And I know for
Right.
me, that would be one of my, words of advice: is surround yourself with good people who want to see you win, and vice versa. I know that's with our business relationship. That is absolutely how it is. I support your businesses 110%,
And I
and you
support
do the
yours.
same this way, and it's just consistent support and flow. And that's
Right.
really important when it comes to just growing as a businesswoman, is just continuously surrounding yourself with the right people and the right-minded people, like-minded people, so that you can
Right.
progress in your business as well.
And it's so funny that I didn't think about that
Awesome
because I
stuff.
actually have a group called Business Bestie Support Group for that same concept, where we are, as women, can find other women who are in business to lean on and gather support and motivation from. I have that Facebook group. I can't believe I didn't think of that. So thank you.
Are
Thank
you
you.
serious?
Yes.
So tell
You
us
didn't know
a little bit more about that.
that?
No,
It's
I
literally,
didn't. Tell us a little bit more about
I'm
that.
so gonna add you. So it's literally called Business Bestie Support Group for Female Entrepreneurs. So
So you like the BB as well.
yeah, yeah, pretty
I love
much.
that.
But it literally is it's a newer group, but its main focus is to have women entrepreneurs come in and support each other. It's not a bunch of advertising. It's literally a place that's supposed to be a safe haven where women can come in, they can ask their questions, they can look for a business bestie who may be virtual or close to them, and they can have that mastermind type of relationship with someone like you and I have, to where they can call each other late at night and bounce ideas off of one another. You know what I mean? Be up till 1 o'clock in the morning talking about business. That's the purpose of the group, because I understand how important it is. Yeah.
Wow, that is phenomenal. And how can other women who are watching, how can they join the group?
Literally, it's just Business Besties Support Group. And that it should pop up,
Okay.
but it's for female entrepreneurs. And join the group, and we'll be so happy to have them. Like, we are looking to build a wonderful community in that area. It's all about
Wow,
a
that is
success
phenomenal.
mission. Everything I'm doing is to help the next person become successful.
Wow. Well, that is such a blessing. And just, I'm glad that you shared that with the group, because any women, if you're watching, go to the Business Besties page and find another local business, professional woman entrepreneur that you can connect with and bounce your ideas off of. I'm definitely going to go follow the page. I'll be in there to give my feedback and partner up with anyone who may be interested. And I'm sure, Amanda, you're in there as well, along with all of your other members that are in the group. It's super important to have that. As
It
you're
is.
growing your business, it's good to have a proper support system in place.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
awesome stuff.
So I guess I feel like we've talked about so many things. I don't know if there's real clarity for people on what it is that I do and can offer anyone. Have I made sense with everything I said?
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. I mean, so just to tie it all together, Amanda Christina is a phenomenal entrepreneur who also owns a phenomenal business, the Pocket Assistant business, which you provide assistance for local business professionals and entrepreneurs within that business. And along with doing that, you're also a mother who is an entrepreneur, and you have a support group for other mothers and other women, the Business Bestie group, and they can follow that as well to get information for that for your business. And that kind of summarizes it. You also have your logo business and things like that. And you're giving out your website or your phone number for anyone who may have questions with regards to that as well, or any of the great businesses, because you're, as an entrepreneur,
right?
Most people, right, and as an entrepreneur, most people know entrepreneurs are people who take that larger than normal risk and start businesses using their own finances and getting involved. So it is normal to have a gamut of businesses that you own. I own several. I'm the founder of Billionaire Businesswomen Inc. I'm also the host of Keys to Success. After we get that done, I'll be doing real estate calls and closing deals, and I'm finishing up with this. So that's why it is so important to have companies like yours.
Got a property. Had to give that to you because I'll forget it.
Right. Let's talk about it. I mean, but
Absolutely.
again, and that's another thing, just being able to deal with multiple different things. It's so important. But yeah, I forgot when you said real estate. I'm like, totally forgot what I was going to say, but that doesn't even matter.
When you said real estate, I instantly saw the property in my head.
No, that's awesome. What I was going to say was, with being an entrepreneur and having several different businesses, that's why it's so important to partner up with companies such as yours, the Pocket Assistant, because it can help with organizing your businesses. Because a lot of times, just because you have multiple different things doesn't mean you have to be that person involved in those multiple different things 100%. Delegation is so important.
Yeah.
Would you say delegation is like,
it's a game changer. It's important. It is once I started letting things fall off my plate and into somebody else's so that it could get done, I felt like I could breathe. Yeah. And that's like you said with Pocket Assistants, that's our specialty. Like, we literally take the chaos of somebody's business and organize it and bring them clarity so that they can go out there and make more money. And we handle the back end. Like, I call us a back office boss type of thing. Like, we handle the backside while they handle the front.
Right. And that is so important. Even now, like before I started the show, I'm dropping laundry off and that's getting folded. And, we have people that come to clean and that's how the house gets cleaned or whatever may have you. But delegation in business, I want to leave that for the women. Just make sure you master the art of delegation and it'll make it so much better. Because if you try to take on too much, it can become stressful. It can definitely be overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be that way at all.
Like last week, and I finally just had somebody run my errands for me, and I was able to get so much more done that day. It was the best money I ever spent.
That's better. This feels better.
That felt so much better.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I want to thank you, Amanda, for taking time out of your
you.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you all on Instagram for all of your comments. Someone said they pray for more success. They said our future billionaires. This is what matters, perspective. A lot of great words. They said that one person said they're from Indonesia and they're saying hello from Indonesia.
Nice.
And a musician wanted to give you a shout out, sir. And we have a few other comments on IG as well. People saying hello from Indonesia to you, Amanda. So,
hi.
Absolutely. Right? Thank you so much for taking time out of your afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to interview you. And thank you for
having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for all you do for my business. I absolutely appreciate you, as I always say. And until next time, you guys remember to tune in to the Keys to Success show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m., where we interview local business professionals and entrepreneurs to discuss some of their keys to success. Until next time, it is your girl, Miss Lee, tuning in live. I will see you guys again soon. Have an amazing afternoon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.